This May, Accra, Ghana is host to Lighting Africa, the first ever global business conference for off-grid lighting in Africa, managed by the World Bank and the International Finance Corporation, or IFC. It's a place for developers of renewable energies and providers of off-grid lighting products and services to exchange their ideas and business cards. But Lighting Africa is also a competition, for which 54 finalists are selected. With awards of up to $200,000 in seed funding, the winners could establish themselves as leaders in this emerging market. There are companies from all over the world here, but there's one that's a little different: Sunlabob.
I believe that Sunlabob can win this competition, and if we do win, it will be great for Sunlabob to enter Africa's market.
Suiya Nanthavong is the African project manager for Sunlabob, a rural electrification company from one of the very poorest countries in the world, the Lao People's Democratic Republic. The Lao-based energy provider has just signed a franchise deal with Ramsay Magambo's company in Uganda and are now exporting their business to Africa.
The South-to-South partnership, actually, for us, we regard it as the first of its kind in Africa, or in East Africa specifically. It's the first of its kind, the transfer of knowledge from Asia to Africa.
Sunlabob provides low-price rental solar solutions to remote areas far from the grid. From their main warehouse in the capital, Vientiane, they supply a range of products such as solar house systems, which allow people to escape the polluting and expensive use of kerosene, and which enable poor rural villagers like Noi to spend the hours of darkness in income-generating activities such as weaving, so helping to improve her and her family's lives. The link to income generation is key, because Sunlabob's business model is built upon renting the equipment out to the villagers, and so relies on the villagers being able to pay for the service.
It's a win-win situation. In order to pay for our service, we also help people to get the money to pay for our service. So we have to make a deal with our villagers also.
In this village, Sunlabob brought in agronomists to encourage villagers to grow cash crops. Here, a solar pump that works from sunrise to sunset draws water from the river up to irrigate fields, so saving hours of hard physical labour and allowing locals to greatly increase their crop yields, their incomes, and their ability to pay for their energy requirements.
It feels like we have experience and we understand what people need. We talk with villagers and then we adapt our system to match with their needs.
Earning a better living has also meant better access to medical care. The doctor at this rural health centre can now store his medicines in a solar-powered fridge, for which local villagers pay 5 cents a month per family.
We have the vaccine available at the place. So children got malaria, we can cure at the right time, at the right place.
It's not profitable for Sunlabob, but nor is it loss-making, and it does greatly improve health standards in the village. The company views it as a social good, which also enhances its reputation. But to survive, Sunlabob has to turn a profit, and as the Lao market is relatively small, it has now set its sights on more distant horizons.
We need to search for more customers. That's why that we get in contact with our African friends.
As part of the South-South partnership between Ramsay's company and Sunlabob, he received training in Lao PDR. Having worked in the solar business for 40 years, his teacher, Herb Wade, was well qualified for the job.
Most solar programs are fairly local, and you don't see much in the way of their particular expertise being spread around the world. And I think that it's really quite amazing to have African people here coming here to see what Sunlabob is doing. It's really quite exciting. The general experience with solar projects has been that the problem has not been the technology. The problem has been people. And I think that one of the good things that Sunlabab has done has realized that the people are really the key to the whole process and has really done a good job of integrating the people into the whole business plan.
One group who have been incorporated into Sunlabab's business plan helps to give the solar lantern a distinctly Lao identity.
Sunlabab approached us to ask if we could make lamp covers for the lamps out of recycled waste polypropylene.
COPE is the Cooperative Orthotic and Prosthetic Enterprise, and their work acts as a vivid reminder of Lao PDR's recent history.
The main cause of amputation in Laos is an exploded ordnance from all the bombs left over from the war.
During the Vietnam War, there was a parallel conflict in neighbouring Laos, now known as the Secret War.
During the Secret War, Laos received approximately 2 tons of explosive for every man, woman and child living in the country at the time, over a period of 9 years, which has left it with the dubious honour of being the most heavily bombed country per capita in the history of warfare. Our patients are mainly rice farmers. We have 10 to 12 patients in clinic every week, and about half of our prosthetic patients are victims of UXO. When we mould the prosthetic leg, the offcuts of the hot plastic go to be recycled and then are injection moulded to make a lamp cover for Sunlabab's light.
It is the solar lamp, which Suia has taken to exhibit at Lighting Africa. Supplied with last-minute state-of-the-art microprocessors, which can be used for carbon credits. With these lamps, Ramsey feels confident they're going to win.
My level of confidence is high.
As a winner in the first Lighting Africa Development Marketplace competition, Sunlabab.
I think it's a wonderful example of how an idea that came into life in Laos is now being translated and expanded into Africa. I love to see this kind of South-South cooperation.
So it's going to have to be adapted. I mean, we know we can't plug in a solution from here to there, but the basic tenets and the way that operation evolved is going to, I think, end up with a more successful venture in another developing country market.
It's the day after the awards ceremony, and the time has come for Ramsey to show Suya around an African village.
I think we will beg you in the name of the Almighty so that you come back and help us here, because we are feeling difficult here too.
Right, maybe we come back with a solar lantern, which it looks similar like this, but it also gives you a brighter light. So it probably be cheaper than what you pay for kerosene per day. So I think that Ramsey will also bring the solution for you very soon. Right.
We thank God.
Sunlabab has taken the step into a new continent and is beginning a business exchange from one of the poorest countries in the world to another one of the poorest. And whatever the future may hold, this unique energy provider will continue to bring power to the people.